Welcome to the first shitty episode of our shitty podcast. I'm your host, Spookulis Mcbones, and with me is my co-host, Tomaseee985, better known as Tom, also known as Faggotron69 on the streets. Anyways, this podcast is a little bit of an introduction, because this is the first one for y'all pretty little boys. Is a podcast where we're going to be talking about movies that you can probably watch for free.
Here. You can't just assume now.
Look, boys, I'm using it in an all-encompassing manner. I'm not talking about it in the way of gender. I'm talking about it in the way of, I'm with my boys. I'd call a woman a boy. I'd fuck a man. I don't care. But anyway, can I do a fucking pitch, Tom? You already got a very good co-host, I have to say that. But, yeah, the entire point of this podcast is to show you movies that you could probably watch for free. Because you probably have Netflix, and if you don't, well, I'm going to let you in a little bit of a secret. Tubi is a completely free platform where you can stream movies. And it's got very minimal ads. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, most of the time I forget to even have them. Right. So, yeah, today we have kind of a little bit of a cavalcade. We got some real nice picks in here today. We've got Gingerdead Man,
most of them,
which was a great little movie that came out, and I'm going to look that up now. I should probably, if I was going to be more official, I should have had the IMDb of all these movies up. Yeah. It has Gary Busey in a starring role as the Gingerdead Man. Tom, hold our viewers' attentions for 5 minutes while I look up the IMDb's.
Alright.
Fuck.
So we'll mostly be doing 4 movies here.
Occasionally we'll do like a spotlight episode where we do a series. And hey, look out, because maybe the next episode will be a spotlight.
Maybe.
Just maybe. There's no promises on any of this shit. Unless we're getting paid.
Not getting paid at all. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the point. We ain't getting paid, so we're not gonna give any fucking promises. Other than, maybe give me money sometime. And we'll see where it goes. That's the only promise we'll make.
Yep.
IMDb, 40-year-old virgin.
Alright. I'm actually gonna have it on the side. There we go.
That's the IMDb Swiss Army Man. Yeah.
So, where are we going to go in order here?
I'm gonna, we forgot to list the movies, so I'm gonna do that.
I know, I didn't. I put in 2 of them out of the 4.
No, I mean legitimately list the movies, right now, verbally. But so yeah, our movies that we have on the forefront is, well, the way it works is we have 2 Tubi picks. I'm doing it, Tom! You viewers can hear me. Why are you doing it silently in the background? I feel like you're fucking trying to Blair Witch, sitting in the corner at a party, facing the wall, jacking off, trying to pretend nobody sees what he's doing over there. Jesus. But we got, we have 2 Tubi picks, 1 for me, 1 for Tom, and we got 2 Netflix picks, again, 1 for me, 1 for Tom. On the Tubi side of things, we have my pick, The Gingerdead Man, which came out in 2005. It is a horror movie, and it's fucking something. Then we have on the Tubi pick on Tom's side, Hobo with a Shotgun, which was a 2011 action horror-esque movie. And that shit was fucking crazy and life-changing. And now on the Netflix side of things, we have Tom's pick, which is the 40-year-old virgin, a 2005 comedy romance movie. And then on Netflix side of things, my pick was Swiss Army Man, a 2016 adventure comedy drama movie. So I suppose we'll just get into Gingerdead.
Alright.
I guess I'll go first because it was my movie. Fucking Christ, Tom, is this gonna be a point of contingency?
I will see you live.
I am live, Tom. What does it matter? The ellipse time is playing.
Wait, because I'm searching on the wrong thing, that's why.
You're searching on... Oh my fucking god, Tom. Expect more of Tom being stupid in the future. Don't worry, it's an in-joke. But yeah, so, I suppose I'll start up with just some IMDb things. So again, the Gingerdead Man, it's a November 8th, not 28th, 2005. It was critically not well received. IMDb has it at 3.5 stars. Right. And I guess the plot of the movie, trying to get as little in the ways of spoilers as possible, is there is a robber, and he's robbing a diner for some reason, and then he ends up killing the person behind the counter and two others, which happens to be the brother of one of the main characters, because I suppose that's not really a main character, that's a supporting role. And when we actually get into the movie, he is sent to prison. He is electrocuted because he was on death row. And his ashes were given to his mother after he was cremated. She brought them over to the bakery of the sister, one of the dudes that the guy killed. And what ended up happening is that she labeled his ashes gingerbread seasoning. And when they put it into a cookie using the power of voodoo, it came to life as a tiny serial killing Gary Busey. Right.
Just basically say a Chucky ripoff.
It starts out as a Chucky ripoff. It gets better.
Exactly.
It has its own style and vibe going on. With the Butcher Baker. We'll just leave it there. Chucky doesn't have any Butcher Baker-esque things to bring to the table.
Well, because it's a toy, and this is a gingerbread.
It does not matter. I'm saying it doesn't have anything like the Butcher Baker. I mean, the Butcher Baker is special, Tom. Would you not agree?
I mean, yeah, but...
Well, then congratulations. We're on the exact same fucking point. Okay.
I'm just saying they both have the same flaws. Like they can easily be killed.
Tom, it doesn't matter. We're not getting into this is the rip-off. We're getting into was it good? Would we recommend it? And so obviously like Tom just wants to go on about how it's a rip-off, even though he was laughing his ass, enjoying himself while watching it. So I suppose I'll get into my review first.
I know.
Tom, don't even try me on this. I am the host. Right. You are the co-host. Get in line.
We're both the hosts here. Hold on.
No, co-host, bro. The guy who owns this shit, like, more is the host. I'm the mainline dude. You're the co-host. That doesn't mean you're indispensable. You're pretty much at the same level as host. The only difference is people will give slightly less of a shit if you're not here. That sounded bad. I meant like if you took like a day off, people wouldn't ram you in the ass for it. Because you're the co-host. You basically have my exact job, except you're a little bit more lax with it, and you don't have to do as much stupid shit.
This is supposed to be a movie review, and we're going on a tangent here.
We're having like a fucking midlife crisis about a podcast. Ooh.
Wow, you know.
Ain't that some shit? But yeah, so we both watched them. We watched them all at the same time, and we put the list of the ones that we're doing in descending order. I thought that Gingerdead Man was delightful. I thought it was a fun little romp. I thought it was incredibly stupid in just some of the best ways. And all in all, I'll give it anywhere between a 6.9 to a 7 out of 5. I haven't quite put my idea of it, of what I think, into very solid ground yet. My review really doesn't hold too much water, but it's a good first impressions, I'd say that. So Tom, why don't you give us your little review of the Gingerdead Man?
I think it's a fun movie to, like, you know, watch when you're just absolutely bored. The plot, alright, you can see some similarities.
Tom, this isn't Tom's conspiracy corner.
Alright.
Is that gonna be a new segment that we're gonna make up for the second episode? Where you go off on tangents about conspiracies that the movies are in?
Aren't there like 50 other shows way better than that?
What?
Anyways, hold on, that's supposed to be my review of the movie.
In case you can't tell, Tom has a superpower to say the dumbest possible thing in one moment and overload my brainwaves.
Anyways, the kills were interesting. There weren't that many, but hey, they were unique enough.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
No.
You don't know horror movies, Tom. What are you talking about?
I meant like for a B-rated movie. Come on.
What are you talking about, Tom? Oh my God! Shut up. Those were so uncreative for a fucking horror B movie. Okay, I'll give it to you. A horror B movie for 2005.
Yeah.
But a horror B movie in general? Fuck off.
Alright, this first one here.
Okay.
Anyways, again. I mean, the lore of it was okay. I mean, this like 2 other movies, so you know, could expand on it.
We don't know the lore. Why are you reviewing something you don't know, Tom? We haven't seen any other Gingerdead Man.
Anyway, fine then. Anyways.
You can't review something you don't know anything about.
I mean,
holy fuck.
Like, the people were smart and then dumb and just, like, dumb throughout the whole movie.
What did they do that was smart to you? What did they do that stood out as a smart move? To the Renaissance man, the intellectual, the 9 million IQ man we know as none other than Tomaseee985.
I meant by, you know, the, like, eating him, but true,
that wasn't smart, that was incredibly stupid!
Well, how was they supposed to know that he could transfer souls when some people eat him?
Okay, Tom, I'm gonna say something very quickly, and I just think that maybe it might change your point of view. When I tell you to list what you thought was smart about the movie, and you list something you thought was stupid, you can understand why I'd be mistaken in my assessment. Would you not?
True that.
Oh. Holy shit.
Why am I getting... Wait a second, hold on here.
God, Tom.
Make any sense. Alright.
Do you got anything else to say?
Here.
I hope you do.
Anything else?
Yeah, you have to say more,
about
Tom.
The movie?
Yeah.
They could have just left that whole entire time. The movie could have been, like, done in, like, 5 minutes, to be honest.
You could say that about most movies.
I mean, it wasn't that threatening with the derby face.
Okay, that is a fair assessment. I mean, it's still a little bit like, maybe that's not the point, but it's a fair enough assessment.
I mean, like, how they get killed, like, how do you get killed by that? Like, how do you not see that?
It's called fucking magic, dude.
know.
If you know, then why are you asking?
Don't know, alright? Let's just move on to the next one.
Oh my God. Tom, we can't just
it.
move on to the next one. We have to hold water for like at least an hour. And right now, we're like an hour and 30 minutes.
Hours.
Optimally.
No, I meant like for the next movie, alright?
Tom, this podcast needs to hold water for like an hour and 30 minutes at least. We're 15 minutes in, we're only able to talk about one movie.
Fine, you take it over again then.
Okay, I'll take it over again, and if the Renaissance man himself has anything to add to the table, please do not hesitate to bless us with your stupidity, okay? That's what I want from you as a co-host. Anytime you have an inclination to say something that may not be the smartest thing in the room, please take it. Okay?
Alright.
Yeah. Gingerdead Man was certainly something special. I mean, it starts out, and you are blessed with some primo grade Gary Busey insanity. Like, at all points, Gary Busey does look like a fucking raging lunatic. And I think that's only the best thing that could possibly have happened. Right?
Mm-hmm. And, you know,
as you said, the doll was not very threatening looking. It was fairly hilarious, which was pretty good. I know that at multiple points, maybe this is just because I have a soft spot for this type of comedy in particular, but at many different points in the movie, I found myself laughing hysterically just based on the appearance of the puppet.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times,
like the picture and everything.
Yeah. At a lot of times, I laughed my ass off just because I could obviously see that it was a dude operating a puppet, like with his hand, and I just imagine how uncomfortable the dude's arm had to be doing that.
You didn't turn on your thing yet. You didn't turn on the thing so they can hear you.
Yes, I have, Tom.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
You're just saying that because I have no audio. That's different than having no microphone audio. I don't have any audio because you're hearing me through the party, so you're not assuming about my speech, and I've muted the game completely.
Oh, like through the Twitch podcast, like they can't hear you either.
What are you talking about, Tom?
The one who was streaming this, they can't even hear you.
I'm not on Twitch, Tom. That's what I'm saying here. How hard is it for you to understand there are two streaming platforms?
I know there are two different ones, but at least they can all be connected.
I'm really hard trying not to even touch that for your sake. I'm just gonna point out, and I'm gonna leave it at there. There are so many different things. There's so many different jokes. There's so many different things I could say. There's so many different ways I could call you out just on that alone.
How? I'm just trying to, you know,
Tom,
everyone out here.
I can't understand two things being different. Why aren't they the same?
No,
you were saying that about Gingerdead. Why couldn't it just be Chucky? Maybe that's it.
We're not on that subject right now. We're on a completely different subject right now.
Do you have an issue with two things being different because you can't understand two things at once?
That's not what I'm getting at. I mean, like, how are we gonna actually do the front one podcast here when one on the side can even hear?
Here's what I'm gonna do. You grace the viewers with your splendid stupidity. I am going to look up the podcast. And I'm going to listen to it.
Look it up on Twitch. and you won't hear yourself.
Tom.
Yes.
I really, really badly want to call you incredibly stupid right now. Upload date last hour. You have to speak.
I know, like, I don't know, I'm like focus on something here. Hold on. Let's see which character I should choose.
Keep on speaking. I'm on the fucking podcast.
Right.
It's showing up. The audio is showing up through the computer. You're speaking bullshit, Tom.
Oh, I can hear it through my phone, alright.
See, there it is. What are you talking about? There's no audio coming through. Yes, there fucking is. Tom,
Right.
you make me so mad when you do this.
Alright, then I didn't know.
You derailed the entire podcast just to explain to me something I already knew. That was false. That was false.
I mean, we're almost at 30 minutes.
Oh, what, are we clickbaiting now? We're starting false issues that we're dealing with live to get the podcast further along. Tom, that's a scandal waiting. I'm not even gonna touch that. Worse yet, when I have to do shit like that, I can't play the game, and so not only do they not get the podcast for a little bit when I do that, and not only do we not talk about what we're supposed to be talking about, they also don't get the fucking gameplay.
True. Anyway, okay, where were we about the gingerdead man?
I don't know. Look, we made it to 20. You want to say fuck it and just do hobo?
You know, why not?
Yeah, I have a bit more to say on the hobo side of things. Okay.
Alright.
So, hobo with a shotgun was Tom's pick for Tubi, as I've stated before, but I'm going to reiterate. Because I've learned from many different online celebrities, you have to treat your audience like they're children, no matter what. So, of course, that's why I'm going to be doing it. But anyways, Tom, take it away. It's your pick. You got to start us off. Actually, no, I should probably do some IMDb facts first, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll start. This is... Oh, we're the worst podcast ever. So we start off with IMDb facts, and then the person who picked the movie goes first. So, again, Hobo Shotgun, 2011. It has a 6.1 on IMDb. Of course, this is all out of 10. Right, and it starts a hobo, and he has a shotgun, and he shoots bad guys. It's supposed to be, I guess, sort of a spoof movie. It's really just trying to be as a showcase of the intensity of older movies. You know, like 70s, 80s action flicks, where the people would just go around shooting for no reason at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so Tom, take us away.
Well, we open, the movie opens up, and it was a man.
You got to do a review, Tom.
Oh, well, I'm doing the opening.
Can you really just not? All you did was list things you saw.
Well,
I saw a man on a
hobo with
train,
a
and it
shotgun.
made me like this movie because I thought it was good.
Anyways, the movie opened up with, that scene. It's a very fast-paced movie. Once it picks up, it picks up.
Oh, it sure does.
And became Spook's favorite movie.
Of all time, yes.
So, purpose is, this hobo, he never gets a name.
Wait, does he?
He actually... No, I don't
Oh,
think he ever named.
I gotta post that for a minute. Yeah, he's only ever called Hobo. That's his character name. I like that so much. Continue. I stopped for a second just to prove whether you were talking shit again.
Mm-hmm.
You can't exactly blame me for calling you out on talking shit, Tom.
What do you mean?
You speak bullshit all the time. You did it like 5 times already. And it's only been 30 minutes at most. It's been 25 actually. Continue. What am I not paying you for? Apparently I'm not paying you to
You're
not
paying
review
you
movies.
anything.
I just said that, Tom. You're Tom, I want you to listen carefully. I'm going to reiterate the same thing I just said. What am I not paying you for? Now, is that me asking you what I'm paying you for, or is it me asking you what I'm not paying you for? Tom? It's not a hard question.
I answered it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just go with it. Continue your review.
Anyways, and he roams around, this messed up town.
Again, you're not reviewing, you're just talking about things you've seen.
Fine.
We save that for after the review.
I thought the story was, weird. Like, weird enough you don't know what's happening weird.
That might not be the story. That might just be you, Tom.
Yeah, but...
That might say more about
you. You know you didn't know what's going on.
Yes, I did! I knew what was going on at all times!
Anyways... So...
Continue. Oh my god.
Anyways, we're continuing here. And... it's hard to describe it.
It's not hard to describe it, Tom. It's hard for you to describe things. I don't even think
really
something like this movie gets a little bit of a pass about, oh, it's slightly harder for me. I think I realized it. I think I realized it. The reason why you watch all those Big Boy Bonga Bazinga superhero movies is because that's the only thing you can keep up with. You must have thought like Black Panther was a slow movie with muted themes.
I did not. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm sorry to say this, Tom. You kind of act like it. You really do. In fact, I'm trying to defeat William Fisk here, and I'm having a real hard time because I'm laughing too hard at you. boy, as a host, you should always try your best to bring up the morale of your co-host at all possible moments.
Well, you know, this is the first episode, alright? Oh, it's gonna evolve. It's gonna get better over time.
Is it gonna get better, or is it gonna get worse in a good way?
You know, probably the second option.
Yeah. I think the second option as well. But continue with your review again.
After being interrupted for how much?
To be fair, you said something very interruptible every one of those times.
There's like a lot of characters in it that like show up a lot throughout the movie. There's not just like the typical like three different people anything. So that's good.
Tom, you're speaking bullshit. You're speaking bullshit.
I'm not lying.
There is one main villain. There is a second main villain.
I'm not saying there was multiple main villains here.
Look, I'm just saying there's one main villain, a side villain, and then just some random dude. And then after that, there are so there's two other villains after that. Both of them, every one of them is muted. Every one of them doesn't really matter, and pretty much anybody could be used in any of those spots. Right? They could have gotten rid of the first guy that we have as villain, Slick. We could have gotten rid of Slick and just had, was it Dom or whatever his name is?
Mm-hmm.
Drake. We could have just had him as like the main villain straight on through. And then there's Hobo, and then there's his this supposed teacher character. Those are your two main people.
Teacher character.
You know who I'm talking about? The guy that he keeps on weirdly trying to say she's a teacher?
Yeah.
Teacher with a shotgun, as it were. But
I mean, it was more like a lawnmower, like axe thing, but
she also had a shotgun. But aside from that, so there was Hobo, there was the girl character, there was the main villain, his son, and then the two people who have no character that come in as like a last second thing to amp the story up.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many characters.
True.
Again, I think this might be more of you not being able to handle movies.
I'm bad at explaining
I'll admit, that one was a little bit... oof. Might have been a bit too far.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, with how well you're doing here, it very much bodes well for our podcast in the future. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. By the way, this might be an ongoing thing where if I ever go too far with making fun of you for the sake of our audience to have a laugh, please just tell me that I'm being an asshole. Right. And I'll try and keep it down. Yeah, your form of no, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm sorry. Me and Tom aren't gonna be friends after this. He's gonna leave my ass. Find a new co-host, dipshit. I'm gonna lose my chance to steal his 21 followers on Twitch. Ooh. You want me to just do my review, or do you have more?
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna sing about my review more.
Okay. So yeah, as I've stated, this is now one of my new favorite movies of all time. Okay? Because it's not that this thing really is that impressively made or anything like that. The script is, by all accounts, mediocre. It's mediocre on purpose. The action scenes are well done.
Eye color.
Yeah, the action scenes are well done, but there's other things that are done better. basically everything that this movie brings to the table, other places have done it better. The only thing that it really brings is how gratuitous and stupid its action is. Yes. Hobo with a shotgun. That's what I'm talking about. Right.
I know. I'm just saying, like, the only thing they haven't done, like, none of the people have done yet, is gave a hobo a shotgun.
Well, very funny joke, Tom. Anyways, so the only thing that this really does bring to the table is its intense, gratuitous violence. It's very worth your time, and I love what it represents because it's making fun of, but it's also celebrating, like, those 80s action flicks like Low Blow or other shit like that, where, well, it's more of 70s than 80s, but also a little bit early 80s, where it just gets so intense that it becomes, like, beyond the point of reasonable, right? And so I really do love it for that. The entire movie is filled with showcases of excessive to the point of stupid profanity, right? And that's something that may turn you off, not because, like, oh no, they said the dreaded fuck word, right? Because then that would turn you off to the stream already.
Yeah.
But in the fact that
I'm surprised that actually connected.
It really is a bit of a groaner at first. You have to get into it for a little bit, because, you know, it starts off and they're from a place called Hopetown, but the
Hopetown, that was the name of the town?
The name of the town is actually Hopetown, because there's a scene where he walks by the sign, right?
There was no hope for that town.
Wow, great jokes, Tom. But anyway, there's a scene where he walks by the sign for the town, and it says Hopetown, but that's scrawled out, and over it says Scumtown. But then everybody keeps on calling it Fucktown, which is very stupid. I don't have any specific points, because it's been like a week since we saw this movie, because we kept on being delayed from actually doing this fucking stream, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, yeah. There's just a whole fuck ton of shit like that where they just go just stupid. It doesn't make any sense, you know, like, you butt ass fuck. It sounds like a child that just learned how to swear, and they're just using swear after swear after swear, stringing them along without thinking about it in order to look cool on the schoolyard. Yeah. I probably sounded like this, like, years ago, back when I was, like, fucking 10, when I would, like, sneak out of bed late at night in order to go onto, our TV so that I could watch, like, Robot Chicken and shit like that.
Oh, Robot Chicken, I went down with the show.
Yeah, I used to like that.
I remember waking up that.
Yeah. Where, like, because, like, you're so young and stupid and impressionable. You don't know why. You just know swears are funny because at that point in your life, that's taboo. So profanity by itself is funny enough to keep on going, and because you don't have any real self-awareness or skill with anything, you just mindlessly just string together fucking profanity after profanity after profanity in an attempt to put a sailor to shame. And worse, yeah, you're trying to put a sailor to shame on the quantity instead of quality side of the spectrum. That's really all it is. But you get more and more into it, and it becomes dumber and dumber and dumber, and you realize how fake and stupid it is, and you start to laugh at it more and more. It's like, if you've ever seen that YouTube clip of the dude, he rolls up in a car next to the whoopin', and he goes, "I want to fuck you in the ass." And then she goes, "Fuck yourself in the ass, you stupid fuck." And he goes, "Heh, I would if I could, bitch." And then he just rides away. It's just like that. That's all of the dialogue. It's like if you took Oblivion NPC dialogue and you mixed it with just, Robot Chicken profanity. And I think that's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What?
But yeah,
Right, mostly it's sort of like it's kind of like cool at the end, like what happens at the end. Like you kind of would expect it, but you wouldn't at the same time. Just how like these like people live and how people get killed.
Yeah.
And how unrealistic it would be.
If anything, it's kind of more realistic.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, the fucking lawnmower shield isn't very realistic, the manhole thing isn't really realistic, but how it interacts mostly
That's depending how big it is, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's definitely more on the realistic side. Actually, now that I thought about it, this movie reminds me a lot of, is it Kung Fury? No, I'm thinking of something else. But there was like this movie, I think it was called Kung Fury, I might be wrong about this, where it was trying to harp on 80s, like, vaporwave, Ferraris type shit, and so it was about, like, a karate cop, right, and he meets up with Triceracop, which is a Triceratops that is a police officer that's incredibly proficient with guns. He meets up with Barbara Ian. I don't know. They're trying to. It's a pun on the word barbarian and the name Barbara, but it's a sexy female barbarian with a minigun. He meets up with Hacker Man, which is like a half robot, half dude kind of situation going on. It's all really stupid. At one point or another, he meets Thor, and he bros out with Thor. And they like show off their pecs to each other, which is really stupid. The entire point of the movie is for Kung Fury.
This movie?
It is called Kung Fury. The entire point of the movie is for Kung Fury to go back in time and kill Hitler, because Hitler's trying to use Nazi science to become the greatest karate master of all time.
I know there's another movie that was like...
I'm getting too into Kung Fury. I need to save it, because this very well might be your next pick if you can find it on Tubi. But yeah.
I already have, my picks like that.
Okay. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of that. You know, like, Kung Fury actually has a video game, and it feels like, like a year or two down the line, we could get, like, where Kung Fury is just, like, a left-right tap game, where it's supposed to be in an old art style. We might get, like, the Mummy Demastered kind of thing going on, where they're trying to homage back to, like, the old days of, like, arcade games, but instead of doing, like, Contra and shit like that, they're trying to say this is some cool shit to Streets of Rage and other shit like that, and be like Hobo with a Shotgun game. And you could play as the supposed teacher character, or like Jesus fuck, or Hobo. Oh my god, dude, my ass is grass. Oh damn, I'm getting too into the game now. But yeah, it definitely feels like that's something that could possibly happen, like, come a couple years here.
Oh.
And I would be so fucking down for that. But yeah. But Hobo with a Shotgun, very good movie. You have anything more to say about Hobo with a Shotgun, or do you want to move on to Virgin?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay. So, this is also a Tom pick. I gotta pause, I'm gonna die if I try and fucking boot up the IMDb while that's going on. Again, 2005 movie, comedy romance. Also, we should give ratings for all of these. Ginger Dead Man, not rated, NR. Hobo with a Shotgun, not rated, NR. For a version, R. We also forgot to do how long the movies are. Ginger Dead is an hour and 10 minutes. Hobo with a Shotgun is an hour 26. Virgin is 156. It is a 7.1 on IMDb. Of course, Steve Carell is the star. Paul Rudd shows up as a character, and the only thing that I could think of when I saw him was Ant-Man. Seth Rogen shows up as a different character, and the only thing I could think of once I saw him was... So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tom, do you want to do the first review?
Oh, no, you go.
Okay, apparently I just review first no matter what. So,
yeah.
All in all, I would say of all the movies we watched, 40-Year-Old Virgin has the least to bring to the table for like the sake of something different. You know, it's very much a by the books, normal early 2000s comedy movie. There really isn't too much to say about it, though we're gonna have to make I guess too much to say about it because we need to fill another 20 minutes. That way we can get to an hour and 30 by the end of this. So
yeah.
I'd say I'm usually not somebody who would like movies like this at all. I would usually probably hate them because when it comes to films and stuff like that, I like much more slower paced things that build up, or incredibly fast paced things with intensity. You know, I like for a lot of shit to happen or almost nothing to happen. Like one of my other favorite movies of all time is The Witch, and that is so fucking slow it almost hurts. Right? But so yeah, and of course one of my favorite movies of all time now is Hobo with a Shotgun, and that movie moves so fucking fast. It just didn't move fast to the point where it felt like it was less time. It kind of really felt like where it was. So I say that was kind of perfect because we're not gonna go to this movie, but just to like give a little bit of something. For me, Swiss Army Man, even though I enjoyed it, it felt like it went on for longer than it did. But I don't know, maybe that's because it was a second viewing in a short amount of time. Because I only watched like a week prior.
When I was watching the third movie, I felt drained.
Yeah. But so... there isn't much to go off of with this 40-year-old version movie.
Yeah.
What did I tell you about picking movies we could talk about?
You never told anything.
Okay, Tom, fuck off.
He's mad at him,
Fuck off. No, you are not right. I said you have to pick movies we could talk about so fucking much. How much time did you spend attempting to pick movies? I was just like, you just gotta pick a movie, it's gotta be one we can talk about, because you're doing a podcast. Fuck off, Tom.
Yeah, I know, we can talk about it. Steve Carell was good.
Oh my God.
It made the movie better.
I think I may have picked the worst co-host on the planet.
It could have been way worse.
I don't know. I really don't know about there being anybody worse. But yeah. But I will say this, there was a couple moments where the movie actually made me laugh. It was pretty interesting in some of those.
Like when, you know, the kids walked in. That was unexpected.
Tom is easy to please, as he doesn't have any taste for quality. He doesn't have anything like that. So all you have to do is get a stick and put a little rubber chicken on the end of it and dangle it in front of him, and he's going to giggle his little pants off. But yeah, Funny Fun Giggle Boy is what he's called on the streets. I was about to go a very dark place with that joke. I don't know. We'll just leave it at on the streets.
Oh, this
ooh,
is
fuck.
Well.
But yeah. So, The movie, I guess, is better there. All in all, I would say, to top off my review, Ginger Dead Man and Hobo with a Shotgun.
Hold on, I didn't get my review on the 40-year virgin.
I'm finishing my review, so you can start yours, Tom. When it comes to, like, Ginger Dead Man, I think it's worth it, but I think it's mostly worth it to see it with a friend, so that you have another person with a frame of reference of that fucked up stupid shit. Right? Whereas when it comes to a Hobo with a Shotgun, I think that's all in all completely worth it, all the time, every time. But 40-year-old version, I'd have to say, I don't really think it's worth it. I really don't.
I thought it was worth it.
It's like a fun time. I'm gonna say this. It's definitely like a 5.5. Who knows? Maybe even a 6. We'll just say 5 points. We'll go 5.7, just for a little bit benefit of the doubt. But it's really more of a 5.5. You know, it's worth your time. Watch it, and by the end you'll come out and you'll be like, okay, yeah. But there are so many other better options at every point. This is really only something I would suggest putting on if there isn't anything else to do. Because this definitely would be more of an immediate, like, yes pick if we, like, went back, like, 10 some odd years. You know.
10? That's 10, a long
15 years.
Time. Really...
Yeah, closer to when the fucking movie came out. Because, like, back then, I even remember, like, in school, people were fucking talking about this movie in, like, the fucking 5th grade. Right, but,
really?
Now, people really don't talk about this movie, because it's been forgotten by the same time. Yeah, it's on Netflix. That doesn't mean you talk about it. Do you talk about every fucking movie that's on Netflix? I doubt you ever talk about any movie that's not the new Black Panther flick, if it wasn't for me. So you can shut up about, you gotta talk about it, it's on Netflix. What I'm trying to say is people don't talk about it. You can't really have a conversation with anybody about this movie. So, from that point...
unless you saw it at the same time. Yes, maybe.
But I'm saying, from that point of view, there really isn't anything with it. Even then, it's still not worth it, because, of course, there's always other better shit to see, so just see something else that's better with your friend. Right? So this movie, all in all, did better than I thought it would, but wasn't really good enough, right? If you just so happened to watch it, like you got roped into watching it or some shit, you would come out the other end and you'd be mostly fine with it, I feel. You'd just come out the other end like, okay, I guess that's how I used my time. Right.
Yeah, I agree.
But, you know, as we've stated, it's a pretty good flick. But, you know, only put it on if there's nothing else. Tom, you go. But I even filled up extra time, 13 minutes. No, you only have to do 7.
40-Year Virgin was a good movie, not the one I would see if there was a better movie on there or not. I would definitely see a different one. But it's definitely worth your time if you're really bored. I mean, we do review bad movies, so what would we expect from this?
Tom, we don't review bad movies. We just we take essentially random picks from Tubi and Netflix.
Random picks, which
random picks that stand out.
Bad movies.
What are you talking? Are you telling me that Ginger Dead Man was a bad movie?
No, I'm just saying it's one of those movies you don't really hear about.
You better not be saying that Ginger Dead Man's a bad fucking movie, Tom. I'll find out where you live. But anyways.
Okay, anyways.
Some light stalking aside.
The story's basic. Kind of. I mean, I was not expecting to see the person who played Ant-Man And then I thought the movie was way older.
It is old. It's 2005. Paul Rudd was in the acting business at that time. It's just he wasn't as big as he was, so you didn't see him as much.
I thought he was younger.
No. You want me to get
That's
Paul
why.
Rudd's age for us?
Yes.
Okay. You keep on going.
Alright. Anyways, there's the people in it, but mostly the actors made it better. They were the right people. I'm surprised Steve Carell actually wrote it. Also, he co-wrote it and everything with it, so you can blame him for the movie also.
I'm just gonna say this. This might surprise you. It surprised me.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Paul Rudd is 50.
50?
He's 49. Yeah. He looks
49?
fucking incredible. For
Yes,
50
for 49.
Holy shit. My brother, he's like not even 30. He's close. He's like 28 or something. Maybe 29. He looks far worse than Paul Rudd. Like, dear God. Well, continue.
Anyways, with that shocking,
Revelation.
Yeah.
Did you say renovation?
No. Yeah, I was, anyway. Whatever that was then. In the movie, hey, at least, at the end, it was called the 40-year-old.
At the end, which is called the 40-year-old. What?
No. Like, you can call it the 40-year-old now.
Yes, he's 49, but he isn't Steve Carell.
No,
Steve
I'm
Carell's
not the
age now?
movie. No, the movie.
Oh my God. Chris Evans is
You said we were
37.
selling.
Chris Evans look like he's fucking 26.
Are we just not gonna look up people?
No, we're just looking at people's age. Okay, so we changed it up. Instead of Tales from the Bargain Bin, it's gonna be Tales from the Hollywood Cosmetic Chamber. We're gonna be talking about the age of various different actors.
Even though you can just search it
I
up
fell
on
into
your
a
own.
wormhole for a minute. I'm sorry. Tom pulled me out. You see, this is why you get a co-host, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Anyways, so, there's not really much to the 40-year-old virgin, really.
There really isn't.
It's like,
It's like
if
surprisingly
you're high
little.
and you can't do anything, it's like one of those movies you would turn on. It basically does nothing.
Yeah. Okay, we filled up enough time.
I guess now we can, I guess we can go to the 40, not 40, Swiss Army Man.
So Swiss Army Man was one of my picks. This is my Netflix pick. Swiss Army Man certainly is something special. I think we can both agree here that Swiss Army Man is surprising.
And some of the things you shouldn't get away with.
I think it should. Swiss Army Man is an adventure comedy drama, as I've already stated. It's a 2016 movie. And it got a 7.0 rating on IMDb, which is pretty good. It has a runtime of an hour and 37
Harry Potter
minutes.
as a dead body.
It's rated R. Yeah. So, as I have explained to him in order to sell him on the idea of this movie. The exact verbiage and words I've said in order to try and explain what's going on is Daniel Radcliffe stars as a corpse. I think that's very accurate as a way to describe it. Because, just like the movie, at first, you're like, oh, okay, I guess that's a little bit weird. And then you think about it a little bit more.
And then it goes to,
wait,
like,
what?
And then
he stars as a corpse, which means that he has stuff to do, even though he's a dead body. What the fuck does that mean?
Talk. He's a talking dead body.
Yep. He's Manny, and he used to be dead. But, yeah.
We never learned how he died, though.
Does it matter? He's Manny, and he used to be dead, bro.
And people made tales about Manny.
Tales from the Manny. But it was it was a very good movie. This movie is especially hard to talk about in the specific way that we're doing
like
it,
some of the things you have to see.
Spoilers. It is something that you have to see, but I'm also trying to keep out spoilers because anything that I would say to try and sell you on the movie, other than extreme vagaries, is something that might be considered is something that might be considered a spoiler, and it's not about it's a jet ski powered by his farts. Thank you. I know this. But yeah,
I know you know it. You watched at the same time.
So the entire point of it is a corpse. There's a dude on a stranded island, and a corpse washes up, and the corpse has amazing abilities. It's like if you use Superman's corpse as like a can opener. Like, that's essentially what it is. He's his multi-purpose tool guy. He's a Swiss Army man. Right?
I got that joke in, like, almost the end of the movie.
Yeah, you finally got it. I got it like the second time they said it. And even that's pretty bad, all things considered. But yeah, something that I can say, it's like if 2000s gross out comedies like Freddy Got Fingered became Arthausen. That really is what it feels like.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that now.
What are you talking about? Do you know Arthausen? Do you know about 2000s gross out comedies? Look, I'm not saying it's as intense and verbose as Freddy Got Fingered. That would be a total lie. In Freddy Got Fingered, there's a random scene where for no reason a horse just shows up. Like, he's driving past a farm and there's a horse, and for no reason he just decides to jerk off the horse. Like, that shit like that happens, but nothing that bad. So yeah, but it is like if 2000s gross out comedies became Arthausen, which is a very strange thing to see. Apparently only microphone audio is being broadcast. Thanks for the... Yeah. Oh, both microphone and gameplay are being broadcast. Thanks for the very late reminders, PlayStation, because I accidentally pressed the PS button. But yeah, this movie is very strange.
Yeah.
It's very strange. It says like a lot about society, but all of it equates to I don't like how society is. But you know, who cares?
You're playing a different movie. We did not even.
What are you talking about?
This is supposed to be Swiss Army Man. What's going on?
There is a lot. Look, Tom. This is something that we call smart people things. These are not Tom things, okay? So you don't know what you're talking about when I talk about this stuff. But yeah. No, that was like, there's a lot of shit like that, Tom. Where it's talking about like, why is society like this? It makes me upset. You know that scene where Manny wants to die?
Yeah.
That's when he says, like, if my friend doesn't share his farts with me, what else does he keep from me? You know, it's shit like that. Why do we have to be so social? Why do we have to not show the worser parts of ourselves? Why do we have to put up with the stress of being a perfect human just so that we can talk to people and not have to worry about it? Why do we put so much stress on meeting people on the bus? You know, it's shit like that they're talking about. And that is some relatively big thonk ideas that, you know, our little boy Tom here is incapable of using his... Okay, reel it in, Spooky. You're going a little bit too far. Ooh. I just can't wait for like 2 minutes after this podcast goes up and we finish it. It's just gonna appear. Tomaseee985 has unfriended you. Tomaseee985 has blocked you.
It doesn't give you notifications on those.
I don't know. Well, maybe it's just because I'm such a good person and never been blocked before. You did know.
I highly doubt that, but you know. Why can't he do my...
I don't know what that was.
Me neither.
Apparently, I got a wrong number phone call. And for whatever reason, that phone call was so intense that it turned off my fucking computer and it disconnected my controller from my PlayStation. That was weird. Apparently the stream's still going, so I guess nothing too big to worry about.
Yeah?
But that was weird. But, yeah. As we... Fuck. I'm about to die. Damn it. Oh. Yeah, I'm basically dead in Spider-Man. But there is a lot of weird, subdued themes in this movie. This movie is very strange. It's very provocative. It's got a strong message. You know, it really is something weird. Yes.
What message would...
Tom, we've talked about this. Oh my fucking god, you're the worst co-host.
We get better over time.
We get worse over time in a better way. Don't even try and think that you don't know. Look, I'm just saying this, Tom. The cure for autism, I don't think it's showing up anytime soon. Oh, fuck!
What happened?
I said something spicy is all. You know how, like, you tell your mind not to do something and it does it anyway? That happens a lot for me. That happens a very lot for me, where I'll just go hard in on something that I thought of, and I thought it was funny, but I knew it wasn't socially acceptable to say. Look, I'm trying to be a good little streamer for Susan, right? And I'm trying to keep things
hold on,
PG
what
enough.
was that earlier for saying, like, PG earlier?
That was on the computer. That's because my phone broke. And so I have to use my fucking school laptop in order to talk with you on Discord. And if you just, like, start sending out shady links or you say some really fucked up shit, then I'm gonna lose access to that fucking computer. And then suddenly I have no way of contacting you other than PlayStation. So that means whenever I want to talk to you about anything, I have to boot up my PlayStation, I have to message you, and I have to hope that you're online.
Mm.
Which, that's kind of fucked up.
Wait. I completely... I don't even know at this point.
Jesus Christ, Tom.
Anyways.
So, how about you do your
Fine, let's just go to... And then we can...
We're almost done. We're almost done.
Almost. And then, you know, we can save ourselves and try better.
Yeah.
Or try harder, you know? Like Asha was here. Let's try harder. Anyways.
Yeah.
Swiss Army Man.
I'm being legit with you. I thought you said act as if Auschwitz is here. It's in my nature.
Gee.
It's in my nature to be scummy and say fucked up shit like that.
I mean, like,
and the worst part
Friday,
I feel like a fucking,
most of my
I
friends
like
were making Jew jokes, so,
yeah.
you know.
No,
so
I feel like
it's
an
not too
asshole.
bad.
And when I say that, I don't mean because I'm saying bad stuff. I'm saying that because me mentioning Auschwitz or talking about autism, I'm sitting here and I'm getting like, oh
those
no,
are two
I'm saying
different
bad
things.
stuff.
One was a camp that burned Jews, and one is just a disease. Those are
you
two
fucking imbecile! I am not saying they're the same. I'm saying I'm talking about shit like autism and Auschwitz, and even though to me those are completely open, completely happy subjects to talk about, and I can get much, much, much worse. I have to act like a pussy bitch and go, oh no, that's a little bit too far. Because I'm trying to uphold a good, a wholesome fucking stream. You know, Allah, please don't swear on my Christian server, please. I'm trying to be a good boy for Susan. I've said that.
I mean for, you know, the platforms.
For Susan, yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's the man, the CEO, whatever, is Susan something.
Susan Wojcicki,
I should be fired, but hey, hold on, I'm on Twitch here. I can say this.
We can fucking say that here, bro. This stream's gonna get this stream is gonna get taken down tomorrow. I will be so pissed at you, Tom, if that happens. I'm not even gonna lie.
What if it's taken down?
Because you said that, yeah. I'm trying to be a good boy for Susan. Right?
Alright.
I want her to look at
we're
me
not making money
little...
off of this, for crying out loud. They're not even care. This is
Tom, you're a
TVs.
fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I'm trying to get money out of this eventually.
Eventually. We need 1,000. I think a little over that. 10,000 actually.
Yes,
Except
but
the
if we make our mark as a good boy, once we get there, we'll be given special treatment. But apparently not you, fucking Wojcicki hater. Talking about, like, fuck Susan, burn the cross, you know, stomp on the American flag.
I never said that, alright?
Praise Allah, fucking...
Those are two different things, and you like made
fucking look at Tom over
five
here,
different groups at
people.
once.
Jesus
made
Christ.
5 different groups angry at you, and talking about like how all this.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. It's in my blood. It's in my bones to be an asshole. And so I see an opportunity to say some fucked up shit, and then to try and pin it on you. I'm gonna do it. It's not the opportunity to say the fucked up shit. It's the opportunity to say the fucked up shit and try and pin it on you. That's what gets me. That's where I'm weak. Is to put my problems on other people. I'm addicted to it.
The American way.
I almost said something that would have definitely got us demonetized.
We're not making money. We don't even have that option to get demonetized.
You're a fucking idiot. Oh my Tom. Yes, we do.
You mean Adrian?
Yes, we do. They will age restrict the videos, and they will fucking blacklist us for demonetization so that we won't get demonetized when we have the ability to. Jesus fucking Christ, Tom.
This is not going well.
Oh my god. What is the source of your autism? Because it is powerful.
What's
Tom, it's a Q&A. What is the source of your autism?
No source.
So what, you just like an inert fucking reactor? You just automatically create autism energy potential within you? You're like a fucked up like old nuclear plant. You just leaking out like nuclear waste into like the fucking ocean or whatnot. The only difference is instead of nuclear waste in the ocean, you're just leaking out autism from your mouth.
First off, don't have it. Second off,
I actually find that hard to believe that you don't have anything. I have a clean bill of health because I know that the number 5 is yellow. Like, no, I like the point that the stream has just gotten into me trying to fucking, like, push your buttons to figure out what makes you tick. I'm trying to disassemble where you get your power from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
your autism potential can cause calamity if not in check. Oh my god. We really should just end the stream now before it gets worse. We talked about our movies.
Yeah.
We talked about our movies. You got anything to say about Swiss Army?
A weird movie. Just like, it's mostly just waiting to see what else he can do.
Yeah, you're there.
It's like basically a game. What new ability can you unlock?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, I suppose, you done?
I haven't ended mine yet.
Well, I'm saying, are you done speaking? Don't end yours till I tell you to. I'm the boss. You follow my orders.
I'm not done speaking. I'm done speaking about the movie, that is.
Well, you know, I'm just ready for you to unfriend me on PlayStation. That's what I'm ready for. So, yeah, I suppose that's the end of our first podcast. It was a shit show. It was awful.
We'll get better.
No, we won't. Tom.
Yeah, we will.
I'm worried about next podcast. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna be like sweating bullets. I'm just gonna be like biting my nails, like holding up my elbow. Right? I'm just gonna be saying like, oh fuck. You know, just hoping that we can at least get something good to come from this fucking podcast, but we won't. It's done. But I suppose, do we want to do this where it's like we meet up every week at the same time? Or do we want to just do this where like we set up a time like a day or two in advance? I send off a tweet, and then we just play the feud.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I'm in mine.
We both have our Tubi picks. So do you want to say them, or do you want to keep them a secret for until we get closer to the date to announce it?
I already ended mine.
Okay. Well, I guess this would be for the end of mine. So
yeah.
We both have our Tubi picks already. Do you wanna like leak it now, or do you wanna like wait until we get closer to the time and the date in order to send it? Because we obviously have to like say our picks a little bit in advance. That way, when people come, they know what to expect. But do you wanna do that now, or do you wanna wait? because I almost feel like it's better to wait.
Yeah, it's better wait.
Okay. Well, if you want to know what our next picks are, in case you actually fucking watched the shitty stream and thought it had any amount of quality, which it doesn't, and you're sorely mistaken, then, I guess follow us on Twitter, at Tales from the Bargain Bin, I believe. But, yeah, so, look us up, follow us. We're gonna be sending out the, picks, and then we're gonna be sending out the date. And I suppose, we had a fun time. I had fun. What about you, Tom?
Yeah. I had fun, even though we completely got off track.
Yeah, so I suppose we'll end up seeing you next time on Tales from the Bargain Bin, and, goodbye.